drink, grab a seat. We're talking United football. One-eyed United guy, keeping it United. Let's go.
What's going on, guys? One-eyed United guy here, back with you as promised earlier with the Manchester United and Chelsea preview. Ready to go for tomorrow, guys. Looking forward to this match. United are coming off of a huge, absolute beautiful team effort win against Spurs. An absolute beautiful 2-goal victory. And I gotta say, once again, a beautiful goal by Fred, another beautiful one by Bruno Fernandes. We're not even going to talk about the bullshit by Ronaldo because we've already covered it. And you know what? If he's going to be a twat waffle, then whatever. We don't need him around. As I said, we're going to focus on the positives. Erik ten Hag has the boys focused, has the boys playing well, and that's exactly what we need. We need to go into this match tomorrow focused fully on what we have in front of us. And we have a very, very well-working Chelsea squad ahead of us, but we as well are running very smoothly. We've had a few hiccups here and there, but we are getting better with each game. Even with the road bumps that we hit and the little hiccups, as I've said, we still are progressing. And that's why I feel that we have such an amazingly positive thing going on, and why I think we have a great chance of United winning tomorrow's match, or at least coming out with a draw. We are being very solid in the back with Lissandro and Varane and Dalot and Malacia, and even with Luke Shaw. Holy shit, what has gotten up Luke Shaw's ass? He all of a sudden finally has gotten his motor running, and he's playing like Luke Shaw from 2020, I think it was, or 2018, whichever year it was that he was just so stellar in the Euros. I think that was 2020, if my memory serves me right. Euro 2020, Luke Shaw. Yeah, 2020. Yeah. Here we go. My brain isn't functioning again. It's been a very long day at my job, so I got to get everything focused and back up and running, guys. But yeah, Luke Shaw's working well. Malacia's working well. Dalot's firing like no other. He is playing out of his boots. And as I said, Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez, who has just come in like an absolute ball of fire. Those two together are just, they are the new incarnation and starting to look like the beginnings of what Vidic and Ferdinand were, just like peanut butter and jelly, like just a match made in heaven. And let's talk about the midfield. Fred and Bruno. Fred and Bruno looked like money. They looked money against Spurs. And I dogged them. I absolutely dogged them before that matchup against Spurs. I said in my pre-match before that match that they needed to be booted the fuck out of the lineup. And they proved me wrong. So thank you very much to the two of you. Thank you for proving me wrong and playing your asses off and showing why we need to believe in Erik ten Hag and believe in you guys, and that you guys are willing to put in the work and put in the effort to play for the badge and to actually want to be here. Thank you to Bruno Fernandes and Fred. Christian Eriksen, he has been carrying the two of them, and he didn't even play for, I think it was 10, 15, 20 minutes in the game, and he wasn't even necessarily needed. I think he was brought on by Erik ten Hag just to get him some playing time, get him back, up and going after he was sick for the Newcastle game, and also because, that was his former manager, his former club, and, just for some goodwill as well. And it was great to see that interaction between Antonio Conte and Christian Eriksen, and just the gestures that were going around all around the stadium, from the Spurs fans, the United fans, the players on both sides of the pitch. Like the great grand gesturing for the whole thing was just like, as a football fan and a human being from that stature on both sides of that, just was so awesome to watch. So that was great. Marcus Rashford had a few chances that I think should have been turned in that were unlucky. Anthony had some great chances, a couple of great goals almost go in, had a few assists almost happen as well. The one couple of downtrodden moments, Jadon Sancho, man, he just, I don't know what is going on with him, but just he needs to get some shit figured out, because when he signed for us back in 2020 or 2021, when we got him from Dortmund, I had such big high hopes for him, and he just has not taken the opportunity to grab a hold of his talent that I know he has and that we have seen before. And we've had little glimmers of it, but he just hasn't brought it out. And he needs to get a hold of himself and get whatever is up here, let it go, and bring out that star player that was at Dortmund, and that star player that we saw in the Euros and that we've seen before, because he's had glimmers of it when he's been at United, just in little spurts here. But he needs to just like unleash that beast that we know we have inside of him, because it's not there right now. And if it's not going to show, then he's going to get shipped off, and I don't want to see that, because I think he has talent and he has the ability to do the type of stuff that he can do. He just has to get out of himself and out of his own head and let it out. It was nice to see Anthony Elanga come on the pitch. I definitely think that we have a possibility of seeing him come into the match tomorrow against Chelsea. It's a possibility that he might even start, although I do believe our three-man front is going to consist of Anthony and Rashford and Jadon Sancho as our three-man front, with Eriksen and Fernandes and Casemiro as our starters. Although it could actually be the same exact lineup as last week with what just went on against Spurs. Erik ten Hag could very possibly go into this matchup and say, you know what, why change what we know worked and everybody just meshed and is just like this, so solid, why change it? And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if that's the way we're going to roll with it, then by all means, Erik ten Hag, I trust in you and I believe in you, and I'm going to go with it. So whatever Erik ten Hag is going with, by all means, I back you up. I trust you. I'm behind you. Erik ten Hag, I'm 100%. Erik ten Hag's at the wheel, baby. I loved it when Ollie was at the wheel until the wheels fell off. Erik ten Hag has picked the ball up, and he's just running with it. And I absolutely love what we have going on, guys. I don't know about you guys, but this is by far showing me that we have so much more hope than we have had in years. Erik ten Hag has been proving after 10 games. We're 10 games into his tenure. And in those 10 games, there has been improvement in every single aspect of this club. From the man management to the disciplinarian, as we saw with Ronaldo over the last 48 hours. From the mentality that he's put into the team we heard from Luke Shaw just a few days ago saying that, he knows when to drop players who aren't performing. Luke Shaw had said that Eric Ten Hag was right to take me out of the team and take Maguire out of the team and take Ronaldo out of the team. And you know what? That shows A, that Eric Ten Hag knows what he's doing, and B, that Luke Shaw as a player understands that his manager is in charge. And that's what I was talking about with the man management and the disciplinary and stuff. Eric Ten Hag is the right man for the job, and it's the first manager that I believe we've had, and that's even including two great managers that should have done the job in the first place, being Mourinho and Van Gaal, that has actually taken this team by the scruff of the neck and shaken it to its core and really put a fire in this team. And I'm absolutely loving it, guys. I have hope. I have belief. I have an absolute admiration for our new manager. And I believe in Eric Ten Hag. I hope you guys do too. United face Chelsea tomorrow. It's a big-time matchup. I believe we're going to do well against them. It's Ten Hag versus Potter, part 2. This time, Potter's at Chelsea, not at Brighton. And I think this time Ten Hag's got him pegged, or at least a better opportunity to beat Graham Potter tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Until the next video, guys, this is the One-Eyed United guy. We'll see you on the next one.